Hello everyone, welcome to the new session. So today's class we discuss the continuation of CR equation. So already we have prepared two video on derivative and CR equation. So part 1, part 2 was already there. Now this is part 3. So what will be today's class will discuss, basically we try to discuss analytic function. Okay, so what is analytic function? So a function fz is said to be analytic in an open set if f has derivative at all points of the set. So that is, if there is any set and a function has derivative at all the points in the set, then the function is called analytic function. Okay, so this is one of the important thing. Now, so what we can understand from here is that, so when we say something analytic, so this comes for derivative. So analytic means the derivative must exist, and derivative means the CR equation, that is Cauchy-Riemann equation, must satisfy. So that means this equation plays a very important role in analytic function also, because if CR equation is not satisfying at some point, then derivative will not exist at that point. So the function will not be analytic at that point also. Okay, so that is very important thing. So we can understand that analytic function and CR equation will have a very important role. So we will be doing few problems on this. Then entire function. So the entire means all total. So if I go for the English word entire, it means all total. So if a function fz is analytic throughout the domain, then it is called entire. So that means now entire function means the function has to be analytic at all the points in the domain. So if you take the whole set, at all the points it has to be analytic. So now you see, this is a very important fact. So if I say entire, few terms, say analytic, these both are related to derivative. And derivative is related to CR equation. So I think you can understand that CR equation has a very important role in all aspects, in terms of derivative, in terms of analytic function, in terms of entire function. Okay. Then another definition which is very commonly used and very important, which is called harmonic function. So this definition is very important. A real valued function h(xy) is said to be harmonic if h(xx) plus h(y)y equals to 0. So that means if I give you one expression of xy, that is a function of hxy, xy, that is a function hxy, then if this equation is satisfying, then we can say h is a harmonic function. Now what is the meaning of this equation? hxx means derivative, partial derivative of h with respect to x 2 times. Hyy means partial derivative of y, h with respect to y 2 times. What is the meaning of partial derivative? That is, when we are doing the derivative with respect to x, then y should be constant. When we are doing the derivative with respect to y, then x should be constant. So this one we can also write in this form. That is the, see, this is 2xx, that means we are doing 2 times derivative. So this can be written del 2h del x2 plus del 2h del y2 equals to 0. So this is the same equation I have written in derivative notation. So del stands for partial derivative and xx means x 2 times. Okay. So this I can write del 2 del x2 plus del 2 del y2 of h equals to 0. So this I can write, okay. So where this one is equivalent to del 2 so this equation is same as this equation. This has a special name. This is called Laplace equation. So this equation has a very important role in partial derivative. So if you study partial derivative of, or in future when you will be studying partial derivative, this kind of equation is very important. So let us do one problem and show that whether how to check something is harmonic or not. Suppose one equation is given, h xy equals to e to the power minus y into sin x. I have to check harmonic or not. So basically I have to check, what I have to check? H xx plus h yy equals to 0 or not. If it is 0, then it will be harmonic. If it is not, then it will not be harmonic. Now if I go for hx, hx means derivative of this one with respect to x. So e to the power minus y is constant because it is partial derivative. Sin x derivative is cos x. Then hxx, that is again on hx we have to do one more derivative with respect to x. So one more derivative of this one with respect to x partially, that means e to the power minus y is constant because we are doing with respect to x, so y should be constant. What is the derivative of cos x? Minus sin x. Okay. Now if I go for hy, hy means derivative of this one with respect to y partially, so x will be constant. So sin x is constant, e to the power minus y, derivative is e to the power minus y, 1 minus sin, and hyy equals to minus sin x is again constant, e to the power minus y, derivative is again e to the power minus y, another minus will come, so it will become plus. Now what is that? hxx plus hyy, so that is minus e to the power minus y sin x plus e to the power minus y sin x equals to 0. So we have seen this is 0, so this function is harmonic function. Okay. Now so gradually we are going into deeper. Okay. So next if I say, so let fz equals to u plus iv is analytic, show that u and v are harmonic. Now see this one, what is given to us? It is given, so what is given? So I am repeating one thing, when any problem will be given in mathematics, either in proof form or in problem form, what you have to do? First of all, you have to identify what information is given to you and what you have to find. So what is given? Given is Fz equals to u plus IV is analytic. This is given to us. And what you have to find? To find or to show that u and v are harmonic. That means uxx plus uyy equals to 0, vxx plus vyy equals to 0. So this you have to show, actually, not to find, to show. Now this information is given. Acha, what is the meaning of u plus iv is analytic? The meaning is that this function is differentiable, because analytic means differentiable. Now when some function will be differentiable, then it must satisfy CR equation. So from this information we know that Fz must satisfy CR equation, that is ux equals to vy, say this is equation number 1, and uy equals to minus vx, say this is equation number 2. Understand? So how we have got this? You remember all the time in complex analysis that when something is related to derivative or analytic or entire will be there, that means CR equation will be a must factor in the problem. So it must satisfy CR equation. Now what you have to show? Uxx plus uyy equals to 0. So ux is already there in equation 1. So if I take one more derivative with respect to x, I get uxx. So now we have to show uxx plus uyy equals to 0. So uxx, we can do the derivative of this one with respect to x. So we get uxx. So what we get from here? Uxx equals to v, the derivative of this one with respect to x. So vxy. Say this is equation number 3. Second, what we know? What we want? Uyy. So from equation number 2, if I take the derivative with respect to y, so we get uyy. So from equation 2, we get uyy equals to the right hand side derivative with respect to y. So minus vyx. So if I just add this one, so I get uxx plus uyy equals to 0. Because these two will be cancelled out, it will be 0. Similarly, you can show, see, the next thing you have to show vxx, vyy equals to 0. Now this one is vx. So if you take one more derivative of this one with respect to x, you get vxx. Similarly, if you take with one more derivative with respect to y, you get vyy. You add them, you will again get the next result. Okay. Next, this is about harmonic function and all these things. Now let us do some problem based on this one and see what will be the difficulties are there. Say one problem, show that the function fz equals to xy plus iy is nowhere analytic. Now look into the question. So what we have to show, one function is given to us, we have to show that this function is not analytic anywhere. That is, derivative will not be there in any open set. Okay. So now don't be afraid of this one. The basic idea is that you have to show the CR equation. So now if you see fz equals to xy plus iy, this is given to us. That means u plus iv equals to xy plus iy. So u equals to xy and v equals to y. This is given to us. So what is ux? Ux is y because the partial derivative with respect to x. So x will be 1, y. Uy should be x. Vx will be 0. Vy should be 1. So now for CR equation, you see ux equals to vy and uy equals to minus vx. So if what does it imply? That imply y equals to 1 and x equals to 0. So that means we can understand, carefully you see this language, the CR equation is satisfying at a particular point when x equals to 0, y equals to 1. So it will not satisfy in any other point. So it is not analytic. Understand? So when you have to show something is not analytic, what you have to show? You have to find the CR equation and you have to show either they are not equal, or if they are equal at some particular point. So this function is not analytic. Understand? Let me do one more problem, then it will be clear. Say if I go for the next problem, show that the following function is entire. What is the function? Fz equals to 3x plus y plus I times 3y minus x. Now look into this one. See what you have to show. This is entire. Entire means it will be analytic. Analytic means derivative should be there. So CR equation must satisfy. So what is u from here? U is the real part. So u should be 3x plus y and v should be 3y minus x. So ux, that is the partial derivative of this one with respect to x, that will be 3, uy will be 1, vx will be minus 1, vy will be 3. So here ux equals to vy, uy equals to minus vx. You see here 3 equals to 3, 1 minus 1 equals to minus 1. So it will be true for any value of x and y. So it doesn't depend on the value of x and y. Understand? So this is equal totally. That's why this function is called entire. So that's all for this class. So what we have discussed in this class? In this class we try to discuss what is analytic function, how the analytic function and entire function is related to CR equation, because everything is related to CR equation after all. Then we have shown that if some function is analytic function, then the u part and the v part will be harmonic function. So we have also defined harmonic function there, and finally we have shown some problem. So please follow this one. The next part will be coming, that we will be doing some more problems, some more diverse lecture will be there. Thank you.